Why the universe is testing you, and why no order you place with the universe will be successful. Welcome to Spirita Vivo. If you pass these tests from the universe, you will finally get what you want. In this podcast, learn what these tests from the universe are about and how to pass them to get what you really want. You have probably experienced it before, that the things you want to manifest, do not come to you on the fastest way. It just doesn't want to succeed. Rather, there are intermediate steps that seem to get in the way of achieving your goals. Tests to see if you're really ready for manifestation, and if you pass the tests, then you get what you want. That's what today's podcast is all about. I would like to tell you a personal anecdote from my life. At the time when the movie The Secret was released and I was dealing with the book of the same title, I got into the wonderful world of wishing and manifesting. Of course, I was totally fascinated, as were many among us, for how brilliant it is to learn that I can bring into my life things or circumstances that I most desired. It seemed completely easy. It was a fantastic topic, and I started immediately. Step by step, I moved forward exactly as they were explained. But then came the setbacks. I then found out the crucial question of what manifesting is actually about and why most people fail at it, and I failed at the beginning. I will come to that in a moment. But first, let me continue to tell you my personal story. When I started the process of manifesting, what happened was that first things got worse instead of better. Suddenly, things were happening that were exactly the opposite of what I wanted, and I thought to myself, what is happening? I wanted to manifest. I wanted to attract the good into my life. I wanted to bring more money into my life, meet new opportunities and inspiring people. Those were my desires. The cruel reality was I got exactly the opposite of that. In some cases, I even lost money. Suddenly, I was struggling with more challenges than before. I was confused and almost discouraged. But then, after some time of going into silence for a few days, I understood what all this was about. I understood that the universe wants to test me in a very specific way. The universe wants to find out something. It wants to know, do you really want this and that, or are you just pretending? It seemed to open my eyes. Most people are only pretending, after which they want a new life. For example, many people want to become millionaires. In principle, there is nothing wrong with that. But the question would be, are you ready to become the person who is a millionaire? Then most people would say no. The road there would be too strenuous for them. I understood at that moment. The universe wants to know if this or that desire comes from the deepest part of my heart, and are you really ready to live what you say? When I understood this, I knew how to deal with the tests of the universe, and suddenly things changed, shortly followed by the manifestation of the things I'd wished for. Now I come to what I said at the beginning, which is the crucial question in manifesting. Manifesting is always about the one thing. The universe does not give you what you want. No, it gives you what you are. Because it's so important, I'll repeat it again, the sense behind it. Not what you want, what you ask for. You get no, the universe gives you what you are. Of course, you can wish to be a millionaire, or how much you wish to find the love of your life, or how much you wish to live in your dream house. But as long as you remain the same person and are in the same vibrational level as before, nothing will change at all. The universe wants to challenge you to see if you are really ready to become the person you need to be for the manifestations to come true. Let's take the example of money. Okay, you say you want to become a millionaire. You start manifesting. You visualize it. All of a sudden, what happens is you get more bills coming in than before. Most people would say, this isn't working because I'm losing money. and would stop manifesting and go back. But that's exactly where the mistake is, because the universe wants to find out. Are you ready to act like a millionaire? Ask yourself the question, how would a millionaire deal with it, with more bills on his desk? Would he see a lack? Or would a millionaire stay in abundance and manifest in that energy? Of course, the second point. The universe just wants to make sure that you are ready to live as this new me, even in these challenging moments, as you claim what you want to be. And those are exactly the tests you can look for. What we must be aware of is that every time you decide to manifest something new, to attract something new into your life, you are choosing a new I. As I said earlier, you get what you are, not what you want. In order for you to get what you want, you have to become a new me. This means at the same time that you have to let go of your old I. Before I explain how you handle these tests, here's a little thought experiment. Let's do a little mental exercise. Imagine your old I like a being of its own, like a living being, like an animal, for example, a cat or a dog, whatever your favorite animal is. So, this animal has its home in your head, in your consciousness, in your subconscious. Now, a day later, a new animal comes along and sits in the home of that old animal and says, "Hello, this is my home now. I live here now." What would the animal do that was there before if it can't escape? It would ask the opponent to leave, would fight for its territory. Thus, a fight is created. This metaphor is meant to clarify for us that once things get more difficult while you are in the process of manifesting, it is a sure sign that your old I is rebelling. But now we come to how you best manage these tests of the universe. First step, be happy that your old I is rebelling. Why? When it rebels, it is the sign that it is about to be dissolved. However, most people, when they notice these signs, fear the supposed chaos and go back. Exactly then, when the old I rebels, they break off and remain the old I, as before, and they do not manifest the new. Then there is a small group of people who know that when the old I rebels, it means that it is dissolving. At that point, the more these people go on, the more they go into energy, the more they meditate, the more they focus on what they want. Do that then. With each passing day, you will notice how your old I dissolves more and finally disappears. So that's a sign that you're on the right path. Second, how would the new me deal with this situation? As I have shown with the example of the millionaire who receives bills, how he would not remain in a feeling of lack and complain about the bills, but he would face the situation with a certainty of fullness. So you may ask yourself the following question. Someone who had long ago manifested what I want, where I want to get to, how would he now deal with this test or challenge? Try as best you can to go in mentally already now. Try to act as this new I already now, because then you will pass the test. Third, celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself for every little step, no matter how small it is. It's not about snapping your fingers once and immediately being at that point, immediately manifesting successfully. No, it is about becoming a little bit better every day in your process of growth, to grow a little bit more into the new I, every day. Allow yourself to celebrate and enjoy the small successes, the small steps. If you were able to handle a small challenge well today, then be happy about it. Pat yourself on the back, feel deep inside the love for yourself. By doing this, you are reinforcing in your subconscious mind a process of supporting you from where you are to what you want instead of what you don't want. When we have a challenge and it doesn't work, or when we say we are nowhere near our goal, this is where we go into the negative energy and reinforce the feeling of not getting to the goal. But when you reward yourself for every little step in your mind, when you feel like you're on the right path, you reinforce that positive energy more and more. You grow into this new version of yourself. In this way, the universe sees this and realizes that the person is on the right path and is ready to receive the manifestation. You are the master of your life. If this podcast inspired you and you liked it, feel free to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel to never miss an episode. We would appreciate it very much. Thank you and see you soon on Spirita Vivo.